Hi, today we're going to review another great project that has sponsored a great contest in original work. Uh, this time is about BIM, which is an stable confidential cryptocurrency and a Mimo Limbo implementation. Here in their webpage, you can check their position paper, which is a kind of white paper that has its main characteristics, and we can easily understand the main features of the project. Here on the webpage, they have a summary of the main features. The project is not confidentially. The project is focused on confidentiality. All transactions are private. No information about transaction participants is stored on the blockchain. And versatility. Scriptless script. Technology allows implementation of a wide variety of transaction types beyond simple transmissions of value. For example, atomic swapping, which is really cool. This pro and technological transactions. Although Mimblewimble is not like a smart contract type of implementation, it has the feature that allows a really scalability. You can easily scale a blockchain of the size of the actual size of the Bitcoin blockchain thanks to Mimblewimble. Yeah, you should totally check out uh, this feature because Uh, as we said, thanks to the Config feature of Mimblewimble, it helps to avoid excessive computational overhead, making the green blockchain orders of magnitudes more than any other blockchain implementation. Sustainability, they say that open source implemented from scratch, community governed, and backed by being pool, which is a cool feature of the project, but because there's no echo, it said that all the coins will be issued with uh, block rewards. As the blocks are minted, the coins will be issued. Of course, there is a limited supply, but they said that 20% of block mining rewards goes to the Beam World Pool to incentivize development and promotion of Beam usability. A wallet for Lexon mobile designed to support day-to-day usage for both individual and small businesses users. The built-in dashboard makes button management easy, featuring actionable spend and earning insights. Compatibility. An industry-proven hash algorithm was selected to ensure broad adoption by existing GPU miners. It comes with an extensive set of tools for running and managing mining nodes, which is cool because it prevents from unseen miners to centralize and big companies, big Chinese companies to centralize the mining power and block rewards. Well, what happens under the hood is that a wallet owner creates a new transaction using secure channel, either online or offline. We have a scheme where we have a sender wallet and a receiver wallet. Both wallets participate in sending the transaction using SNAR protocol. SNAR protocol, kind of tricky word here. Wallets and transactions to node. Each transaction contains a list of inputs and outputs represented by headers and commitments, as well as explicit fees and kernels. Each transaction also contains non-interactive serial knowledge range proof to verify that the output and second value is present. Transactions and then verified by the nodes. Of course, they are added to the mining pool. Mined block containing the new transaction are sent to known peers. And we have an overall fast sync. What makes it really cool and what I'm trying to explain in my article that is that thanks to Mimblewimble protocol, there is no need to store the actual addresses of the wallets on the blockchain, which is, I think, it's a really terrific feature because it protects the users and the holders' identity, and we have a enhanced privacy for our transactions, and we can trade with our crypto with our uh, previous and issued attacks and blackmailing, extort, or any kind of malicious behavior. Here we have a series of videos, which are pretty lengthy, uh, especially Andrew Poestra ones. They're of 20 minutes. But here we have a video from Jackson Palmer, which I highly recommend. It's 10 minutes length, and it explains very simple what is Wimble and its principal upsides and strength, and he even goes and explains the possible challenge that this platform might have to overcome in the future. Here we have an nice beam comparison chart. Uh, they compared themselves with uh, two other privacy-focused currency, which are Monero and Zcash. Of course, they compared themselves with Bitcoin. Here we have a limited supply, but with higher liquidity, with higher issue, with more tokens. The proof of more algorithm is this hash to prevent unsafe meaning. Uh, what is private here? Well, everything. You basically can set up the levels of privacy, and you choose to whom you reveal your identity. It's I don't know what. It's really cool because this blockchain is private by default, so you have to explicitly reveal some information contrary of what Zcash offers, because well, thanks to Mimowimble, they have dealt with the computing overload that private coins usually tend to have. Privacy is enabled, of course. Uh, the coin is untraceable. Uh, there's no additional block size, and the currency of the blockchain is of course really small, 2 to 8 gigabytes compared to almost 200 gigabytes of Bitcoin. It's just I don't know, almost 100 times bigger than Bitcoin blockchain. Of course, it's decentralized. Well, Bitcoin is not that decentralized nowadays because the mining power centralization issue that we're facing. Here we have the roadmap of the project. They started on March of 2018, and well, it's quite. This is a year roadmap, a yearly roadmap. It's, I don't know, a simple project, an ambitious one. They intend to achieve many things in a brief period of time. Here we can check the LinkedIn account of their team, the core team, and engineering team, of course. If you check out their professional background and their academic titles, you will have a fully fledged professional team that is, I think, in my opinion, the best guarantee of any project. We have here what investors have already poured in some capital, and their social media you can check them out if you want to have a glimpse of what is going on here, a glimpse of their social media, and have a glimpse of what the community thinks about the project. So this is it for today. Goodbye. See you in the next week.